let's check the headlights to see if there is any signs of water in them. So let's start with the passenger side first, which is the good one, right? And nice and dry inside, as expected. So let's move on to the driver's side, the problematic one. Again, outside we see a lot of condensation coming from inside, and yeah, because it's cold out there, we can tell and see there's a lot of ice formation. I'm going to start to break that. Yeah, right there, a lot of ice inside. Water. Yep. So so next step is to take off the bumper, and then take off the driver's side headlight. And then the idea is to basically introduce smoke to see where the crack is or seal breakage, and then we'll go from there. So you got the 4 total bolts. There are 2 on top and 2 at the bottom. So the upper ones are, there's one here, and then the other one is right next to the fender. And an easiest way to access the lower ones is from underneath. So there's one there. I light that up right. And then there is the 4th one right here. Right. Here they are, right there and right there. So easiest way to get to them is to remove the front bumper and to remove the inner fender. I decided to remove the inner fender. Some people just remove the 3 screws to get to the access to side bumper screws. It's no big deal. It just takes a little bit of extra time to remove the inner fender, and everything looks much easier and works better. So yeah, just a quick summary video of these bolts, where they are located and what you need to do to remove those headlights. Good luck. Bye. As you can see, the bumper is off and the headlight is out, the driver's side, the problematic headlight. As I disconnected the main plug from the headlight, I realized there is quite a bit of water that poured out of headlight, out of the connector. And I'll try and we'll see. Maybe there is some more for you to see, but it's definitely a sign of a problem. Here we go. Yep, there's more water coming out. Look at that. That's all in the headlight. It's all in the headlight. Oh my God. Yep. So basically, we'll continue with our investigation to see if there's any obvious cracks that could cause the leak. And if we don't see anything obvious, we're going to introduce the smoke. Hopefully smoke introduction will show where the leak is. So yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, up to the next step. Fun, fun, fun. All right, smoke test setup is in place. We have here my homemade smoke machine that will be hooked up to the battery or starter jumper. And then basically we have the clear tube. We're introducing smoke into the same connector we saw the water come out. And hopefully we'll see a leak. So let's hook it up. Okay, let's get the air going. Nothing yet. Ooh. Yeah, lots of, oh boy, look at that. I need to put it upside down to see where the smoke comes from. So let's disconnect our smoker. Okay, get the air going so smoke gets out. Oh boy. It's not our connector, so it's somewhere from underneath. This is how the headlight sits, so it's not from the top, it's somewhere underneath. We'll check it out. I'll put the headlight upside down. Here is what I've done so far. First I introduced the smoke via the electrical plug, the power supply plug, and then I realized smoke was getting out of the vents. There's a couple of vents, one here and one on the other side. And then I realized, okay, it might be easier to basically introduce the smoke in one of the vents and then block off the electrical power supply plug, and then control the air or pressure in the headlight via manually via finger. And I'll demonstrate that quick for you. Let me turn on the smoker. All right, so any second we should see some smoke coming out. We want a serious amount of smoke. See, smoke is building up. Unfortunately, I didn't see any obvious signs of leak other than the main cap in the back, which is this one. And it wasn't too obvious. It needed, for it to fail, it needed a little bit of pressure, and I'm not too convinced that this is the root cause. So, yeah, well, all right. So what we can do is start plugging these. All right. See, if it's not properly connected, see where it's smoking? So it could be very well that someone serviced it and never closed it properly. But let's make sure we close it right. Here we go. Should not leak anymore. Now here it leaks just because there is the electrical plug. So I take a sponge and apply a little bit of pressure to the duct tape I put in place. So that should be good. All right, maybe not. There we go. So as you see, the main connector has still a little bit of leak, and that's the only. There we go. Where is this thing? Right there. Can we see it? Yeah, right there. But I'm not too convinced that this is the true root cause for such massive amount of water in the headlight. So the idea is to basically close this with your finger, the vent, and pressure regulate manually the amount of pressure in the headlight. But I don't think we need any more smoke, so I'm going to shut down the smoke machine soon. I'm going to try to hold this, the camera, if it works. Here we go. See there? But you don't want to hold it too long either. You don't want to introduce more problems. So you got the idea. We'll see. Basically the idea is to take the I'll take the cap and replace with passenger side headlight, and then we'll see if that helps. If the problem moves over to the passenger side headlight, then we know it was the cap, but I doubt. I wasn't successful via smoke introduction to find the leak. That's my feeling, but it could also very well be the heat related issue, in which when headlight is turned on for you know, for a while the housing and the lens warms up and expands and causes a leak for the water, causes a gap for the water to come in. Could very well be, most likely it's that's the case, and could be basically the seal surrounding the lens, but we don't know. Yeah. Time will tell. I'll post the updates as soon as I get some more info. Now we're gonna open up and take out the control board of the electronics in the headlight to inspect to see if there's any water damages in it. I already removed the 2 screws holding the housing in place. Where is this thing? Oh, look at that. A lot of oh boy, lots of corrosion, which explains why halo or angel eyes don't work, and the driver side blinker or signal light right here, all these are heavily corroded, almost non-existing right there. Why? So yeah, wow. Well, no wonder water and electronics do not mix. Everybody knows that. They don't mix it well together. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to replace this piece and hopefully restore the functionality. What we can do in the meantime, we can switch from the passenger side headlight just to see if that's gonna help to see the halo and signal light come back to life, just temporarily. A quick test, but maybe drying this out, maybe wire brushing gently with a plastic wire brush, but I doubt there is too many components that probably got shortened. Who knows what happened. Okay, well, good luck to me. Not sure how much this thing costs, and not even sure if this is available individually. Do I have to buy the whole headlight because of it? I don't know. We'll see. Well, time will tell. We'll post updates as soon as I have them. Good.